Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho back with another video, and today I'm not gonna be with you for very long. We do need to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen though, this game Cursed Clash, and you know, and just the future of anime games as we know it, because this is very important, to be honest. This is a very important video. Everybody's been talking about this game. Honestly, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's bad. I knew it was gonna be bad. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. I think I was doing a live stream for I think it was the Bandai Namco show. This is when this game was like kind of first introduced, and I think a lot of people were waiting for like news on Tenkaichi 4 and, you know, just trying to see info about that. We got some like Sword Art Online stuff, and we got this game to be announced. And to be honest, the branding for this game, at least like the timing, is perfect. Obviously Jujutsu Kaisen right now, we just wrapped with the season not so long ago, season 2, and it's huge right now. Like, it's a big anime right now, you know. It's kind of like Demon Slayer hype tour, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really big anime at this moment. A lot of great fights, a lot of great animation. The story is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of good things to look forward to with this game, you know what I'm saying? When I first saw it, I was not really impressed though, to be honest. I didn't like the format that it was in, because they pitched it as like a 2v2, you know, thing, and you know, you can play 1v1, but it pitched it as like a 2v2 thing, you know, and I thought that was kind of interesting in a way, because, you know what I'm saying, like, if you got your co-op partner or whatever, you can kind of go and, you know, battle and stuff, you know, just have fun in a more co-op setting, you know. So trying to be a little bit different than most fighting games. But honestly, I just was not enthused about this at all. I was not a fan of this game. After playing games like My Hero, and I'm gonna talk about My Hero's One Justice for just a second, but those games to me feel like, you know, I normally don't like using the word cash grab, because even though it's a really true word and a lot of games do it, it's really on us, you know what I'm saying? Like, cash grabs on the cash grabs because they know people will buy it. I don't understand what was the market for this game. Like, I mean, obviously it's a cash grab in the sense that they could spend little money on it and get a lot of money because it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, you know, it's just a side piece to a great anime they can profit off of again, you know. And I get it. I mean, Demon Slayer came out and it was made by CyberConnect 2, and they came out their game. Their game was fun. It's just, I think that the age of fighting games, anime fighting games at least, or if they're not absolutely spectacular like fighters, like Dragon Z fighters, they're just not gonna last, to be honest. If it's not like another Storm, even the new Storm kind of didn't last, and that was just because they basically reused everything. It was just a kind of a DLC, you know, glorified DLC pack. But I don't mind this game. This game should be nowhere near $60. Like, it should be around 30 to 40. This should be like a little very highly discounted game. Honestly, if you just like the show and you want to just smack stuff around, you know, when I was playing it, another YouTuber, Crown Spectro, we was talking about the game, you know, so he was playing it, and it reminded me so much of an old game called I think it was Zatch Bell Mamoto Battles or Mamoto Fury. And it was an old game where it had the same kind of fighting style as Jujutsu Kaisen. It was like you would basically run around a big area, like let's say a school, for instance, and stuff, and you know, just throw off attacks against each other. This is literally what this game is. This is, to me, if I were to take that game, put it on the emulator, set it to like 4K, and it would look a little bit better than it's supposed to, but the controls are still clunky because it's like PS2 controls. I don't know who's making these fighting games, bro. But why can they not make an actual fast, fluid fighting game? I don't understand. It's impossible at this point. The one thing I like about Storm is that it felt fluid. I know we like to just, you know, ride Storm a lot, you know what I'm saying, because it's a Naruto game. It's one of the big three. But Storm, to me, really had it. You know what I'm saying? They really knew what it took to be a good fighting game. It was fluid. A lot of these fighting games now, they feel so clunky and they feel so bad playing them. Like, I wouldn't even play them for fun. Like, just to kind of like, okay, oh, somebody's here, let's just play this for fun. I wouldn't even play it for fun, to be honest with you. Like, I can't do it no more. I hate hitting a person and it just doesn't feel satisfying at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all these great fighting games they released. You know, this year we got Street Fighter to Tekken this year, and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat last year. You know what I'm saying? Like those games, whatever problems you may have with them, they at least feel a little bit satisfying to play. Like I played Street Fighter for the first time in years, and it was a really, really fun fighting game. And that reminded me, it's like, okay, in my opinion, I was like, maybe I'm just getting tired of fighting games. Like maybe just fighting games, they're not for me anymore, you know? And that would make a lot of sense, you know? So I played Storm and stuff when I was younger. But then again, it was like, no, I played a lot of those old fighting games, those old anime games where you just pitch yourself against like one of your best friends and stuff, and you would just have matches, you know what I'm saying? Like that was cool, you know what I'm saying? You would run it back every 5 seconds. It would just be a good source of entertainment. But for me, you know, seeing Dragon Ball Z coming out, seeing trailers for that, I'm like, no, this is literally a cash grab. This game was made for no other reason. It was not made to be enjoyed. It was made to be a game in which you would buy it because it's, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen, not because you heard somebody say how good it was. You can tell they spent absolutely no budget on this game. It looks clunky. It looks like phone games are starting to look better than this. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. Like some of them nice looking phone games like Star Rail, and I've seen like My Hero. I would take the My Hero game on console over this for sure. Like the My Hero mobile game, I would take on console over this. To me, it's trying to be a recreation of the main story. It's poorly executed. It's just bad. It doesn't play that great. I mean, granted, I played on Switch. I don't really know, but you know, to me, it just doesn't feel good. I played it a little bit on PlayStation 2. It just doesn't feel good, man. It's just not a good game. I'm sorry to say, it's just not a good game. I think that at this point, I've just lost faith. I mentioned Street Fighter. I mentioned Mortal Kombat. I mentioned Tekken. I mentioned how good they feel to play. And that made me realize it's not about fighting games. Fighting games are not the issue here. It's the anime fighting games that they keep coming out and just keep wanting your money, and they're just trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to make videos on a certain game. I'm going to get a certain game. That's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you listen to me here, you listen to this video and you gotten this far and you still haven't bought the game, don't bother. I mean, if you're going to buy it, buy it on a sale if you just love Jujutsu Kaisen that much. But I don't really want to support these lazy efforts on making a game anymore. I don't. You know, I think that, yeah, a lot of people say, you know, boycott this game. Let's not buy this game. Even with games like Yakuza 8, which people wanted to boycott because they locked New Game Plus behind the paywall. I understand that. But I also understand that the Yakuza series gives me a ton of content. And I'm not taking up for bad practices like that at all. I'm not excusing that. What I'm saying is that this is the stuff we need to be boycotted. When the game itself is just absolute garbage and just made to get that official, like that first couple of downloads, that first couple of, you know, game orders and stuff, and that's all they really care about, that's what we should be boycotting. With that being said, guys, I mean, this is not a rant. This is just me. Just honestly, I don't even have an energy to rant for this game. I couldn't care less. It's another one. Pack It Away. It's another one. 7 Deadly Sins. But like Clover Game was actually pretty interesting. I kind of like what they did with it, but it's kind of like a ghost town at this point. My Heroes Justice 1 and 2. Even Demon Slayer for that matter. I think Demon Slayer had good potential, but they just, you know, they didn't have a lot of the content I was looking for. But that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.